Assalamualaikum dear students, hope you are hale and hearty. Welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. This is Fatema Sabrin, Shikha, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School Morning Shift. Today I am going to take Bangladesh and Global Studies class for the students of class 7 on the topic Chapter 1, page number and lesson 4 to 6. I am repeating. Today our topic is Chapter 1, Lesson 4, 5, 6 and it will be reading done. Students, this is lecture number 3 and today's homework will be number 2. I am repeating, our today's lecture is 3 and homework number will be 2. Now students, please take your textbook. I am going to read for you from Chapter 1, Lesson 4, 5, 6. So let's start. Chapter 1, Lesson 4, Historic Case of Agartala State versus Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and others. In 1968, the Ayub and Munayem brought about an allegation of subversive activities against some civil and military personnel of East Pakistan. It was actually aimed at stopping the 6-point movement. All these activities were to stop the 6-point movement. The Pakistan government filed a case named Agartala Conspiracy Case. This Agartala Conspiracy Case was filed by Pakistan government and it was against the Bengalis. The case was filed against mentioned 35 people including Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as accused. Students, this is informative because how many persons were mentioned in that conspiracy? It was 35 and including Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The case stated that the accused had been attempting to create an independent state in East Pakistan with Indian support. So the Pakistani government stated that East Pakistan was interrelated with Indian support and that's why they have a conspiracy against West Pakistan. The ultimate goal of the government was to prove all 35 along with Bangabandhu as enemies of Pakistan and award them capital punishment. So as they allegated them that they were interrelated with Indian army or Indian support, so they were in capital punishment. Thus, they wanted to silence political agitations altogether. However, the military-led government finally had to retreat in the face of massive protests from students and general people. They were compelled to withdraw the case and free all prisoners. We know that the allegation was not true against the people, including Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So our students were in protest against this and the Pakistani government were compelled to withdraw this case and all the people, all the mentioned 35 people were free from all prisons. 11-point movement. Students of Dhaka University took to the streets with 11 points alongside the 6 points. This started mass demonstration. The 11-point demands included introduction of direct adult poll and parliamentary democracy, complete autonomy for East Pakistan, nationalism of banks, insurance and heavy industries, lessening of tax and revenue for farmers, freeing of all political prisoners and withdrawal of all their cases. Now we will learn about Lesson 5, the mass uprising of 1969. What happened in 1969? Mass uprising will happen in 1969. Now elaborately we will learn about the mass uprising. In January 1969, Chhatra League, Chhatra Union and Jatiya Chhatra Federation formed all-party Chhatra Sangram Parishad with a view to ousting General Ayub Khan. Students started agitation programs in favor of their 11 points alongside the 6 points of Army League. The government started using police atrocity to suppress the agitation. So our students were suppressed by the police or by the army of West Pakistan. On 20th January 1969, when the police opened indiscriminate fire on agitating students in Dhaka, Asaduজ্জামান, a student of Dhaka University, was killed. At the time of 1969, 20th January, the student who was from Dhaka University named Asaduজ্জামান were killed on open fire by the army of West Pakistan. This killing transformed the agitation into a mass uprising, and this influenced our student to mass uprising. On 15 February 1969, SGT's Jahul Haq, an accused of the Agartala case, was shot dead in captivity condition at Kurmitola cantonment of Dhaka. So Jahul Haq, who was one of the said conspirator of 30 people, were killed on Kurmitola cantonment of Dhaka. Dr. Shamsudjuha, a Rajshahi University teacher, was brutally killed by the Pakistan Army personnel on 16 February. At that moment, he was busy pacifying the agitated student. So the person, Dr. Shamsudjuha, he was a teacher of Rajshahi University. He was with the students. He supported our students, was brutally killed that time. News of these killings lit the fire of discontent among the mass people. Failing to sustain the tires of the movement, the military-led government was compelled to withdraw the Agartala case and free all the accused unconditionally on 22nd February 1969. Like before, that means like how they were, the government of Pakistan were compelled to withdraw the case of conspiracy against Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and with total 35 people. Here on 22nd February 1969, they also unconditionally withdraw that case, and they had to free all accused people or students. Finding no other way, the frightened General Ayub Khan resigned from the presidency on 25th March. He handed over the presidency to General Yahya Khan. After Ayub Khan, it was General Yahya Khan who got the presidency that time. Thus, the students and the people obtained another success in their movement. So it was, that means the mass uprising of 1969 was another success of our students. Now students, we will learn Lesson 6, General Election of 1970. President Ayub Khan resigned from presidency, handed over power to the army chief Yahya Khan. Soon after assuming power, Yahya Khan attempted to pacify Bengalis. He pledged to hold a general election in 1970. The general election of Pakistan National Assembly was held on 7 December 1970. There were a total of 313 seats in parliament, of which 169 were allocated to East Pakistan and the rest to West Pakistan. In the National Assembly, the main opponents were Awami League and Pakistan People's Party. In short, we used to say PPP, that means Pakistan People's Party. Awami League won 167 seats in the National Assembly, while PPP, that means Pakistan People's Party, got 88. That means in that election of 1970, Awami League won 167 seats, while the National Assembly got only 88 seats. Mentionable that Awami League got the majority in East Pakistan, while Pakistan People's Party got the majority in the West. Later, on 17 December of the same year, the provincial election was held. Awami League came out as the majority with 298 of 210 seats of the Provincial Assembly of East Pakistan. The rest of the seats went to independent candidates and other political parties. Significance of the election. The results of election in 1970 increased the peak of our movement towards liberation. two different majorities in two separate wings of Pakistan proved Bangladesh as a separate nation. The overwhelming victory obtained by Awami League reflected the cherished desire for recognition of our race as a separate identity since 1947. The demand for autonomy was also validated in the mandate. The result altogether bade our farewell to the Pakistan Army. Okay, students, that's for the discussion of lesson 4 and 5 and also 6. Now, students, I am providing your homework. Your homework will be 3 one-word answer. Students, I am requesting please read the lessons 4, 5 and 6 at home again, and you have to make 3 one-word question with answer. I am repeating from lesson 4, 5 and 6. You have to make 3 one-word question with answer, and it will be your homework. Students, please do your homework and don't forget to submit your homework copies on every Saturday. That's all for today. Hope you have understood today's topic. Keep practicing at home and abide by your parents. Stay well and see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.